Ooh, can we fit in? You have to go back, right?
Does drinking help with creativity? Sorry for the language, pardon my French to use the expression. Sorry for that expression as well. The work is shit. I've tried drinking and sketching, it's just, I hate it.
My name is Lucy Ralph. I was born in the UK in Harrogate, and then I moved to London for my undergraduate. And now I'm living in Paris and I've done my master's here, so I've been here for about 4 years. What kind of work do I do? I'm a painter and an engraver, so do etchings and printing. I'm always searching to represent the human body through abstraction.
Hi, I'm Amit. I'm Indian. I'm from India. What kind of work do? I paint acrylics a lot. I love making art in terms abstract mainly as a theme. I sketch a lot.
I'm Clara Lang-Ezekiel from France, so I'm a little bit of an imposter in the group. I was born in Paris, grew up in the south of France, but since turning 18 I've lived in every country but France. So I've lived in the United States, in Scotland, in England, and in Amsterdam. I still maintain myself as a mixed media artist because I use collage, installation when I can, and whatever medium works with the project at hand.
My name's Craig. I'm from Scotland originally, via London, and I've been living in France for 2.5, almost 3 years now. So I'm a professional photographer. So I've been working on commercial work and for businesses, but also do my own artwork as well.
Hello, my name is Stefan Schift. I'm a painter coming from Germany. I paint since 15 years and I paint abstract and figurative works.
What inspires you?
Individuality inspires me.
They have a lot of inspiration from other artists.
I think it's hard to track inspiration to a specific point.
Paris as a city inspires me a lot.
But I also am very inspired by poetry. These poems give me a way to visualize imagery.
I love architecture.
Both historical and political themes. I'm very interested in underrepresented stories throughout history, so that those tend to be immigrants, women, people of color.
Medicine really inspires me. My family are doctors.
So I paint a lot of Paris scenes that I photograph first. I visit them, I photograph, and then I sketch that on a cardboard or I sketch it on a canvas. Painting looking even bolder and more expressive than I see it on the photo.
As long as you're constantly changing and adapting, it's inspirational. So for me, as a photographer, as an artist, as a poet, being able to express myself in different ways and being able to draw inspiration from others is the best thing you can do to develop yourself.
My brother, my sister, my mum and dad are all working in the field of medicine. And I've developed over my lifetime an intrigue for the human body, how it works, listening to all these conversations, treating the canvas almost like a skin, almost like some sort of medical operation that's happening.
Inspiration by walking in a park or walking in the wood, in the forest. The abstract variation is just something coming out of me to paint very bold, expressive, dynamic style.
I mean, growing up and dealing with female body, dealing with change, dealing with the pandemic, things like this has always given me material in my mind. I'm basically a sculptor. The canvas, I'm stapling into the canvas, I'm stitching the canvas, things which are all quite symbolic of how you look after the human body if you were to be a surgeon. My work tends to go through these processes of like destruction and reparation like constantly.
I would love to be invisible.
Teleportation. I would love to just be able to go anywhere, anytime.
It's not magical. You can be invisible in real life.
I could go into any museum I want without paying, so that would be fun.
You can observe other people. You can understand how other people interact. You can watch circumstances without getting in the way.
A time capsule where I can fast forward and rewind and redo things. And I actually don't think I'm super weird, but Relatively normal given the circumstances.
Obviously, weirdness is a perception, and I think being normal is based on cultural standards of what normal is, so it's hard to give it a number, but pretty high up.
Weirdness is all in the eyes of the beholder.
Well, my art is very different. It's very weird. I think it's weird, but that's a good thing. Express how you're feeling, express the inspiration.
Say you are dead, what do you think your eulogy would say about you?
I'm a sociable person. I bring people together, so I pride myself in being able to connect people and bringing people of different demographics and different social circumstances together.
I think that they would say that I'm a very determined person. Being an artist is not at all easy.
A social butterfly that brings people together.
I suppose it depends on the level of fame I achieve in my lifetime.
An artist, a painter, get famous when he's dead.
Freedom. Honestly, it's freedom. Are expected to be weird as an artist. You're expected not to conform to people's expectations.
Wonderful people all across.
Being able to express yourself.
You can really be your art, and since art is also self-expression.
It's a great way to learn about yourself.
Painting gives me a lot of energy.
You have chance occurrences, you get to meet people from all different walks of the world.
Being able to stay creative and being able to inspire yourself and inspire others, and be inspired by others.
Being more quirky or being a specific way, you can really be your art, and since art is also self-expression, that there's, I think you get to be a lot more genuine. You don't have to pose as anything or pretend to be anything to conform to professional expectations, so yeah, freedom. And I like making art as well. That's obviously really important to being an artist.
Other thing is it allows me, at least as a person, to take a break from everything that I'm doing. So work, life, any stress, it just allows me to completely disconnect.
I get so much joy and passion who develops in me.
I'm a member of a collective in London, and a lot of the artists we have here I have worked with previously in the past. So
there's a big myth that artists, operate in a bubble on their own in their studio, and that isolation and misery is that very 1920s Parisian artist. But I think that art is the opposite. Art is social, and the best art is always made from conversations with other artists. So I'm really excited to work with this group and share my art with them and see their art and see how their influence will come through in my own practice and in the events that we can create, because we're going to be a lot stronger as a group than we are as isolated artists. So.